Hello. Hello.
I'm gonna show you something beautiful.
Great game! Great victory!
Victory belongs to the side of justice.
James, you probably get this a lot. Oh, thank God! Oh my God! I thought that was you!
I ignored my destiny once. I cannot do that again.
I should have worn my white pants. What exactly is it that they do?
Kick names, take out.
Hi. Alright. So I'm gonna try and do this a little different. Let's come in here. Let's say in world chat. I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. Okay, so let's see if that worked at all. So, anything else in here I need to do? Yeah, why isn't that not up and running? Alright, here we go. Pop out chat. I'm almost ready. I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to do it a little differently. Not bothering to promote as much towards the people in Marvel, because I don't think most of them really care. I may post up another couple minutes in live chat about it in the game. I don't think I can put the link for it, but most people should understand YouTube, and you search the game live or my name live, you should be able to find it. So let's get in. What do we want to do? Alright, let's turn the game down just a little bit in my ear. Alright. So, if you remember from yesterday, I've done a couple things. I've swapped out a couple of characters. I started having too much ineffectiveness with them and decided to replace them with guys who are much better. So I point at him on here? Oh, I wish I could. So I added the king is now in there fully, and I got the main guy from Final Fantasy. Number 5. I got him from the new Final Fantasy thing, so I added him in. The other two guys just weren't quite getting it done, so they kept dying too much. Let's see if I can... I want to brighten this up, but I don't. I need to turn YouTube live. Turn one of these into a normal white screen. Maybe that's good enough, I guess. Alright. So, I switched some guys around. Some other stuff I've noticed, we'll go into individual guys. We'll start talking about some of this here. Units. So, as I'm starting to, gain levels really high, I'm wondering a lot about level cap and how exactly that'll work. So, I think is that listed up with, yeah, with awakening your champs. When you awaken them, you get another 5 more levels. So, I'm starting to get to the point this is going to become an issue here pretty quickly for me. If I can't start awakening guys, so I'm going to need to start really focusing on that here really soon. My guys are going to start hitting their level caps. He's only got 10 more levels, so there's no reason for me to invest in his levels. Oh wow, she has 3 levels. So if I'm going to play an hour, she may hit her level cap in the next hour. And then I'll have some interesting thinking to do. Do I just bring someone else in for now and wait till I can awaken her more? Because I have her set up really strong. I think I just took ability enhancement. Yeah, I have her banish right now is at like level 15, so she can tear some stuff up. Definitely not looking forward to the idea of losing her. But remember from yesterday, I was definitely worried that I wasn't going to be able to get him out of that last group 3. I probably had to do from job level 3 to get him out of there. Man, I probably ran that map 40 or 50 times to get that last item that I needed. So I could eventually get it. When I got it, I mean, yeah, he blew. I had everything already he needed for the 3 to 6 for the blue to get him up into the purple. So I was pretty happy about that. But I know I was definitely worried about it. And then if we look, see her, yeah, her just her abilities just weren't being strong enough anymore to do me any good. Like her healing spell wasn't doing, you know, if it's only doing like 100 hit points, you can heal 3 guys at a time, which is cool. She's the only one I had who had poison removal, which was cool. But she was only doing like 100 hit points for the healing at a time, which just wasn't enough to be worth casting the spell. And her damage spell was only doing like 100 hit points. It just wasn't enough for me to be keeping her around any longer. It didn't seem like they were scaling up enough. I didn't want to keep investing in her. I felt like I had other guys who seemed like they were better. Let's see, who's the other one I just probably pulled out then? I probably just pulled out him then as well. Again, I didn't feel like I could justify spending any of the units on it or anything. It just didn't seem to make a whole lot of sense to me. So, not the units, the rank up materials. Because he needed too many of the rank up materials everyone else needed, you know. And he wasn't being effective. He couldn't move enough. His abilities, he had 0 range. So just overall seemed to be ineffective, so I quit using him as well. And then I added him, who I see a lot of other people use. He seems to be pretty good. And when I picked him up, he said he was like super ultra rare. So I was like, alright. So we've got him in there now too. And him already, even at like level 15, he was carrying his own at level 15 with everyone else at like level 35. But I think with everyone I have in here right now, I may not use any of the level up items on him right now. Because everyone's already at like that level 30, as I was talking about a couple minutes ago. We're already looking at hitting that level cap until I can start awakening guys higher. But I think it'll be harder to awaken them than it'll be to get that experience. So I'm going to start saving all of my experience stuff that I get to use on new guys who I decide to bring up. Who I'm pretty sure right now my next guy I'm going to bring up will probably be this guy. But just because I think I've got a bunch of items for him, and I can probably get his level cap up higher, and he may wind up being better. I know a lot of people use him, so I'm not going to look to bring him up until I feel like I need to. But that's kind of my thought. I think I have him right now, actually. No, I don't have him in the Kokobu farm yet, but he's going to get there pretty soon. So let's get into some of the gameplay. If anybody's got any questions, you can feel free to drop any questions into the chat section. Chat box, and I will answer them in real time. Get them in about a 9-second delay after you ask them. So just come in, we'll see what this is. I'm just gonna do one real quick so I can get should take me up a rank level, and then I'll go finish my daily exploring with all that bonus stuff. Does it really matter who I bring with? Probably not. I did find, though, I've got more friends in here now, so it's hard. I can't find the couple people I always want. I did find if I can bring 2 of that guy I have in my number 5 spot, bring 2 of them in. One of his abilities, he does a hit plus a chain hit. So if you have 2 of them, you can get like that level 2 chain. That seems to be the easiest way to do it. Or if you have the my wizard lady, the second one, if she casts her spell and then he does his chain hit, I believe that'll do it. So I've been able to start getting some of the chain abilities like that. It seemed to be the easiest way I could find. It's still only technically like 2 hits.
What?
To get a chain of 3.
Moraga is leading his army Ruina in pursuit of Elda?
Oh my god, who
Yes,
knew?
Your Highness. From their action.
Father,
I'm kind of disappointed so far in the storyline in this. Like, I know, like this one in probably the first 6 months is probably going to be just to try to like set it up, just so like you know who all the characters are.
Father, forgive me.
Is Moraga
And, like
aware
care
of
who
it?
they
He's
are.
surprisingly quick-witted. To make map,
So if
he would.
that would
So far, still
Leave it to
just
me,
like
Your High-
really not interested in the story at all. Oh, kind of care less.
Add a lot. Very well.
Yes, Your Highness.
I don't think I've seen that guy before yet. He may have been in the story so far, and I just wasn't paying attention. I'm already waiting for the twists, the classic Final Fantasy twists that you know are already coming. We'll just auto, and then 1.5. I think my guy should make it through this without anybody dying, I would think.
And be protected. No one shall die for me.
I will feel pretty shocked if they do. It's kind of sad. Her super ultra ability is probably weaker than... I think if she'd have cast the Banish, she'd have probably done more damage. Definitely loving the game so far. Still logging on the Marvel game a couple times a day. I'm trying to move in our... I'm in a retired alliance. I'm trying to move in, like, map 2. I don't think I've logged in today yet, though, to do AQ. I'll do it later. My wife should be home in about an hour or so, see how that goes. She gets home, I'll probably stop. I guess we got like an hour, 15 minutes, hour and a half before I think I'll stop. Let's do some playing. Anyone's got any questions? Talking to, yeah. Any questions, comments, likes, dislikes? Dislikes, add them, and add them to the chat. Yeah, anything you say in the chat, I get in about 9 seconds or so. That may be less than 9 seconds. That almost looks like I'm at about 6 seconds right now. So, questions, comments, things you like, cool strategies, things you figured out so far. You know, feel free to throw them there in the chat. We can talk about it. I've been playing video games for 35 years, probably. Started with ColecoVision when I was very, very young. We had a Pong arcade machine in my basement. Yeah, so I've been playing video games for a long, long time. I believe Pong is the original video game. So, video gaming is still older than I am, but I've been playing for a long time. Final Fantasy Tactics is probably definitely my favorite game of all time. So getting into this game wasn't too hard. I kind of wish it had less hero characters and I had more like generic characters, but to make it easier to differentiate between who's good and who's trash. Because right now I feel like it's probably going to take a little bit to really figure out like who really is and who isn't. I mean, you can kind of do it, I guess, if you sort by rarity. See kind of who everybody else is using. Holy cow, he hit him from really far away with that. Yeah, I think I just took his body slam up to like level 13 or 14 or something like that too. So his body slam should do some serious damage. It's kind of hard though. Everybody looks like they have a red cape. I can't tell who's who. I must have added a second Monty as well. I thought I added somebody else. Or no, that other red cape guy is just and maybe there's 2 Monties in there. There's a lot of red capes going around. Too many red capes. You can't tell what's going on, and I don't use the mouse on this. Oh, only Earthians? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I guess alright, I don't care that much. I can come back and do that later. Okay, back to the story. Nope, not back to the story. I thought that was going to be my rank. It did? Okay, it did. Alright. So, we're going to go back to Fairplane. Events. So, I'm going to do right now, I want to get my energy back down to the point that I'm building up energy as quick as I can. So, I'm going to come back to training to get it down. So, done. And then I'll get back into the story. Let's see. Do not hire anybody. Alright. I'm on level 60. I found out too, at level 40, my guys can easily handle this level 60 without a problem. They're built up so strong, like in the way I did it. There's a lot behind everybody. All of their weapons and armor are pretty heavily equipped. So, like as I said, her Banish right now is at level 15. His Body Slam's at level 14. Because I'm not investing any in these stupid booster attack or defense things. This spells are a waste of time. Now he may still only have his purple Dragoon guy. He may only have his attack may only be at like 5 or 7 for his jump spell. I'm not sure exactly where it's at. I know his, I'm still trying to figure out his abilities and which ones I should prioritize. I am kind of irritated though. They did just finally put these poison wolves in right after I pulled out my guy who can cast a cure spell on it. Because I felt like she was being too ineffective. I do really like playing on the autoplay in this. I think it is probably the most effective means to do it. They get through it all pretty fast. I could turn, if I want to go faster, you can go in the options and turn the animation off. I don't know if I necessarily need to go that much faster. I definitely feel too, like, I feel like I'm a little bit tired. I'm definitely way more tired than I was thinking I was. I guess I have been up for... I've only been up for like 10 hours. Maybe it's not that bad. I did spend most of the day out in the heat working in my garage here in sunny Tampa, Florida. Cleaning that up. Dumb. I should have turned that off. I needed to pull her out. I don't think you can reach under it anyways. No. And I think I did that literally 1 second too late. Oh no, maybe not. I definitely have to say I do not like that at all. I don't feel like I can... I guess I can... Maybe I can move it right here. Okay, I run into a bit of problem too. I'm not sure exactly which of these abilities are which of these abilities, but you see the first one there? That's the one I need to remember. That's how you get your other stuff done. I have that second one yet. I have not ranked up. You're doing enough or something. gonna cast it at both of her. That's interesting. Boom! He's not on the move chart, is he? Can I jump into him? He just wants to hit people and he can't hit anybody. Oh, you can kill him if you can hit him. You can't get to him. Never mind, 1,000 needles. 1,000 needles. No, into that guy. Oh, come on! Elevation's too high. You gotta be kidding me. I've got to waste 1,000 needles on this guy who's halfway dead. Feels like a giant waste of time. Nobody can reach him to hit him. There we go. There we go. I'd have liked to have kept it on autoplay, but look like too much better job keeping everybody alive there, taking over by myself. Am I back to running? Oh, I'm still not back to running yet. Alright, let's do one more. I just want my energy to be running, so we'll get this done and then we'll go back into story quests. I don't know how I feel about the energy in this so far. Like the first couple days was awesome because you kept, when you're playing the story, you're ranking up so fast that you like always have energy and it never gets to the point it's running. But like when you're not doing it, when you're trying to like farm resources that you need. The story quest starts getting too hard. It looks like I'm lagging a bit. It starts getting to the point that it looks like you're like lacking resources a little bit though. It starts getting like you need to you're trying to farm certain things out. It looks like once again she stepped right into like the stupid spot where she should not be. I have the least hit points. I'm supposed to be in the back row, so why don't I go right into the dead center of the screen in between everybody? Let's make sure I don't stay behind all of these knights that I have. Stupid girl. Wasn't paying attention either. I don't think that does anywhere near. Oh, maybe that one did do more. Maybe that one did way more when she did it. I didn't realize there was actually 2 hits in there. 2 strikes. No, this is looking like my guys are gonna clean this one up way easier than they did the last one. Her being in the middle didn't make as big a difference. Everyone else was able to catch up around her. I need a little bit of a drink. So after this, then we'll get back into the story, I think. Burn through all my energy. I did learn one thing too. I was playing yesterday with the multiplayer. When you make a room, you're the only one using energy. So you can join everyone else's room without burning energy. But if you're the one hosting the room, then you need to, then you're spending it. So join multiplayer. It's really good to join other people's rooms. If you have full energy, I mean, I can see pretty soon. I'm probably just going to start hosting all the time because I'm not going to need energy for anything else other than those specific resources I need to farm to be leveling everybody up. Because everyone's going to be level cap. Or to be awakening. Awakening them, right? I can't remember what the terminology is. Not the one you need the people shards, but the one you need the elemental shards. So I can raise my level caps. Overall, I'd say I think the game is very fun and enjoyable. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to go about trying to make tutorials for the game. Still trying to figure that out in my head. That's probably more fun for me, trying to figure out how I'm going to do it than playing the actual game is. Maybe. I like the game a lot, though. The game's fun. Definitely a lot of, I think, what I was really in the mood for right now, at this particular moment in time, you know. I like that there's a lot of different ways to play. All the ways kind of play a little differently. Doesn't seem like I got that much, or maybe I do have a lot. It just doesn't feel like it as much. Let's do pots. I do the pots yet. Do not hire a companion. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a juice real quick. Oh. Hey! What are you barking at me for, Doc? You know who I am. Please. Man. I tried talking as I was walking out of the room. I spooked my dog real hard. He was like asleep on the couch. He thought somebody was breaking in the house. Like, what are you doing? He's about 90 pounds in solid muscle, so he's a little bit scary. When that word, I'm like, come on, man. No need for you to be talking to me like that. No need at all. And again, too, I'm sitting here and I go right to the mouse because I'm in front of the other computer, even though I'm playing on the iPad Pro. And that mouse won't do me any good on that at all. Everybody's got any kind of comments or concerns, cool strategies they've come up with, things that they looking for an interesting way how to farm them or figure it out. I like how most of the game has like kind of easy links for it, so if you need something it says, hey, it's here, or hey, it's there. You can run these maps or those maps. I'm only 5 days in. I think at 7 days in, I will have all of my guys at their current level cap and try to be working on extending the level caps and just be trying to really focus on that. Which kind of makes sense to me. I didn't see yet if there was... I would assume there's going to be a level cap right now, too, on your total rank. I think right now it might be 60, because I haven't seen anyone above level 60 yet. Not that I've seen a whole lot of people. But, as it's a round number, and I haven't seen anyone above 60, I'm thinking that's probably where it is. Which is where it should be. I mean, that or like, even they should have left it at like 30, you know. Because the game should be updated pretty regularly, and when you update the game, they're probably going to want to be raising the cap and all that. I do like the autoplay. I think if I was playing with a controller, I think I'd still probably rather be playing with the controller than play with the touchscreen, but as the touchscreen functionality is kind of annoying. I think the auto works a lot better. Like, it's kind of funny too when you do like the multiplayer and watching other people just struggle with it, because like I know what they're doing because they're not looking at it necessarily like the right view. Because a lot of times when I'm playing, I guess for this one I would need to use this view so I would understand the terrain, but normally I look at it like looking directly down in the multiplayer maps because terrain's not as big a deal in those. But like watching guys who are like trying to get, they want to click on the one square, but because of the way that the 360 model is set up, it won't let them, the 3D model is set up, it won't let them click on that one square. So you see them just trying to move on all the squares around it because it won't let them click on the one they're trying to click on. Boom. Let's see, how much do I have? When I say how much I have, I mean how much energy do I have? 39. Alright, we'll do one more. Maybe I'll finish them even before I go back. Because when I get into story mode, like it's just I'm gonna get so much energy so fast. Let's see, I said I didn't want one of that guys. Oh, that's annoying. I like having the other guy just because you clear everything so much faster. Should be clearing about 15% faster, something like that. I don't know, I wanted to live stream all day long. I did all my chores, and now I'm sitting here and just feel like, oh my god, am I beat? I'll toughen through it. I'm sure I will wake up. Well, yes, as soon as my wife walks in the door and I have to stop, I'm gonna wake up right away. Oh, my wife travels for work, so especially right now, it is very stressful every time she has to go to work, and like just hoping that she can make it back okay and safe and not sick. So yeah, she should be home though, and like she's on her way home right now, so she's already in the state. Oh, that does multiple chains too. That's maybe another thing to think about too. Well, I don't know how to hit it with something that is chain 2 afterwards. I still need to come up with good strategies for chaining. think the best one is with the guy in black there from the Final Fantasy quest you're doing right now. I still don't know what his name is. I don't know what half these guys' names are. Kind of like the dude in the purple. Chick with the big stick. Doesn't up to like almost every map. Like everyone just has a red cape on. The guy with the red cape. Yeah, that's the guy I'm looking for. Like. Yeah, definitely doesn't help that Monty and his dad are wearing the exact same uniform and outfit. Let's see, I think his dad's name is Old. I was looking at that earlier and trying to see it. I should probably know what these guys' names are while I'm trying to call out what they're doing and how these abilities are all working. But this is a level 60 map. I'm only like level 40. You can see like my guys are like pretty easily just walking through this. I have absolutely no idea what that was that he just did there. How he just did a hurl. Should pay no more attention. Alright, my wife just gave me an estimated ETA. She's actually 2 hours away, so we can probably live stream for a little bit longer than I was thinking then. Oh, no, I just moved the YouTube chat like that, so that's it. So I'm monitoring this a couple different ways. I talked about this in my last stream. I have it up on my phone right here, so I can double check just to make sure the stream is going. On my phone, I have my computer. I have YouTube here, my editing program here, my YouTube editing program here. Oh no, I wish I was paying a little more attention. You can see too, like when the screen goes white, I get hit with white. My guys have other floodlights and stuff. Normally, like I guess I have my YouTube all set on black because if they're all white screens, then I'm being like flushed out. Eventually, I'll need to invest in better lighting in here. I only have like a small surface lamp and then my computer monitors. So you can even see too, you can see the red glow coming from underneath me from the PC. Alright, and again, I'm trying to play the video game with my mouse, and that's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. So pots, this last one I should do one of those. Yeah. I wonder how I need to be to do this. It says level 50. I probably could do it. I don't necessarily need those just yet. I can... Yeah, no, I don't think I have anybody who can use the yellow yet. I'm probably strong enough to start doing it, though. But nobody's quite there yet. We'll get in there eventually. Alright, let's get back to story quest. Continue on the story quest. Make sure mission objective isn't don't bring anybody in. The Earth again? I'm gonna have to come back and do these all later. I'm not gonna go with on the Earth right now, because I want to go with like best available. So I like having this guy as one of my friends, because this works with having the two of them. And her. Oh, I don't want to tell me her name by clicking on her. But by having her, my number 2 and my number 5, and then the number 6 guy, I have a really good chance, the best chance that I see to do the linked abilities, if that's in there.
Thanks for the send-off. This is as far as you go.
What are you talking about? I'm coming with you, of course.
Not happening.
You say that, but it's...
Oh my goodness.
That's why I'm...
Well,
Then...
Classic terrible video game banter that nobody cares about or
So,
believes.
are you going to...
do... Are you?
Well...
Yeah. Not, but if...
You're not coming.
Really?
I'm a guy and you're a girl. You can't do what guys can do, but I'm probably stronger than you, because you're just a little... weakling? Every single word that came to my head there, I'm like, I can't say any of those words anymore. None of those words are socially acceptable. You're not socially acceptable. We'll try and see here if it looks like these two new people I have in the middle who I've never really seen before. I think I had the one guy with me the last time. So he's got a red cape. I'll try and see if either one of them look like they're any good in case I pick them up later. I still think two of the best guys who I don't have, which is the only reason I'm not using them, is Gilgamesh, and then there's a blue wizard lady. I think the blue wizard lady may be the strongest character in the game. I don't know her name. Her name is Blue Wizard Lady. Very strong. Very crazy, ridiculously strong. Would love to get her in Gilgamesh, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe if I get to the point I'm sitting on enough blue diamond resources and I see them in a crystal that I can get, I'll do it. I'm not going to spend any money trying to get champions. I think that's a waste of time. What I've learned from playing other games, you don't tend to appreciate stuff that you spend the money on as much as the stuff that you go out and just earn from doing quests and stuff. So, I mean, I'm not opposed to spending money. The game just needs to have a realistic way of doing it that seems like it's okay. You know, the way I look at it, like a game like this, if I'd have gone and bought this at the store, this would have cost me $60. So I have nothing wrong in like that first like 6 months spending $60 on it, because I would have. And then every like 9 months spending about, or every like 3 months after that, 9 months, something like that, for like an expansion, spending on like $30. But you know, in the basic kind of content for how I do my budgeting in general. But I didn't see anything that looked like it was worth spending money on from the start of the game, so I'm just not going to. I don't see anything in this shit that looks like people who spend money are necessarily getting like that much bigger of an advantage. They can probably rank guys a little faster, but it looks like I'm going to hit that level cap so fast that spending money to hit the level cap faster just looks like it'd be a waste of time. Like, I'm going to lose interest in the game quicker, I think, the more money I spend on it. It's not seeing things that look like they offer a lot of real value in it. Let's see, what else was I thinking? Because originally, like, when I got the game, I figured like if there was a good like starter pack thing, I'd probably be interested in it. But the stuff looks like it's all just like, yeah. Doesn't look like it would optimize to create the kind of value that would be worth spending the money on. Not that there won't be deals later on that might not, you know, I'm kind of up in the air and weird about it. What is she doing? What range is that? Does that thing have the kind of range to hit him from there? Oh, yeah, it does. My wife is complaining that gas is 30 cents a gallon more on the other half of the state. Oh yeah, that's right. I had no idea I wasn't going to get that. That stink's not getting those 5 though, because that rank up material stuff's going to be really good. Because I want to get my main guy, Monty. I want to get him up so he can start using that yellow stuff, because I should start getting yellow stuff here pretty soon. So I do like the card that this guy has on his. These are cards that I'm using.
Minwu,
Yes, my lord.
are you sure?
Mont, do not question.
This game doesn't really have
Reach
paths.
that is all you.
Your dad's kind of a dick. I can see why your brother wants stuff.
don't look
Your brother's
convinced.
already turned on him.
I've been to.
Yes.
Yet I am certain.
What?
I know I should give. I can't.
Could it be?
That's not when I visit.
Give the. Are you?
Please.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna set up the drama for this, for the entire thing. Your dad has a secret agenda? What? The church isn't gonna wind up being the good people? What? If you do a fight in a king's throne room, there's a secret hidden treasure chest behind the king's throne? Who would have ever believed? What are other classic video game, role-playing game things that I can think of? Twist that. Just pretty common. I guess the more I think about it, the more unrealistic one would be that, I mean, it's realistic that your parents would be operating far more in the gray area that the main character. So everything to the main character should be black and white, because he's young and naive, and doesn't know any better. So parents should be working in the gray area. But that the child would ever actually be right about everything being black and white would be a complete falsity to real life. Like right now, like his gut says whatever his dad is doing is wrong. His dad's probably working in the gray area and doing what he's got to do, but I think the dad already lost the whole kingdom. I mean, dad's probably going to wind up being a bad guy. Because they're already kind of going to that point. But in real life, his dad would probably still be 100% be a good guy. Even though they're just, you know, making tough choices. His dad's just better at making tough choices. So punch the guys in the face and win. I think those couple of moves I made were definitely really good. I mean, you can already see the impact on it. Because these two guys, the two guys I have on the end, or the two new guys I just added in, I was able to get their level cap up really quickly. And they're not dying like the other guys were doing. When somebody starts dying all the time, you need to get rid of them. You need to replace them with somebody better.